I've been working with complex data for well over half a decade, and only last year was I able to create a data portfolio that I'm truly proud of. So, to save you years of time and effort spent on building bad portfolios, let me show you how and what I did. Imagine this: you're applying for your dream job in data analytics. What's one of the first things the hiring manager wants to see along with your resume? Yep, you guessed it, your data portfolio. It's the extension of your resume, like a resume on steroids. It shows off your ability to tackle real-world data challenges. An awesome portfolio can easily be your golden ticket to standing out from the crowd and landing your next data role. Today, I'll give you 5 actionable tips directly from my data portfolio guide, starting with tip number 1, uniqueness over complexity. I'm sure you've all seen and used the Titanic, Olympics, or Superstore datasets, so try your absolute best to avoid using these for your projects. They're great for practicing, but do you really want to use some data that is literally all over the internet? And I did say that I'll give you actionable tips, so here are a couple ideas that you can start implementing immediately. Imagine you're passionate about social media and its impact on society. Why not dive into a personal project analyzing Twitter trends during major events? You could use the Twitter API, Tweepy, to get the exact data you're after. For example, you could analyze how hashtags evolve during global crisis or political elections, showcasing your ability to navigate real-time data streams and extract meaningful insights. This not only demonstrates your technical abilities, but also your understanding of current events and their implications in the digital world. But maybe finance is more to your liking. It certainly is to mine, as I have well over half a decade of experience working in this field. In this case, you could tackle a project forecasting market trends using historical stock data, develop a predictive model that factors in economic indicators, news sentiment analysis, and maybe even social media chats to forecast stock movements. This way, you get to showcase your ability to apply statistical techniques to complex financial data, which is a skill that many companies pay really good money for in the world of finance and investment analysis. Selecting the right projects is crucial, and this is why I have a whole section in my data portfolio guide dedicated just to this topic. Don't just think about what's trendy or popular, think about what truly excites you and allows you to highlight your skills in new and interesting ways. Now, you know I love working with data, and I could not believe my eyes when I saw that the overwhelming majority of you who watch this channel are not subscribed. So if this video, or any one of my videos you've watched so far, added any value to you, can you do me a quick favor please and hit the subscribe button? Your engagement helps this channel more than you know, and the stronger data community we can create, the more amazing content I can produce. Now, let's dive deeper into the technical side of things with tip number 2. Showcase your diverse skills. Emphasize your data manipulation, analysis, and visualization skills. If you're an advanced Excel user, highlight all the functions and formulas you can write, how you can work with pivot tables and pivot charts to create dynamic dashboards with actionable insights. If you want to learn more about Excel or SQL or Tableau, for that matter, Course Careers have a great data analytics course that you can take. I've partnered with them for months now, I think, and their courses, honestly, are genuinely good. Now, say you can code in Python or R or any other language. You can focus on that. But it's not just about writing code. It's about writing clean, efficient code that tells a story. Take, for example, a project where you analyze customer churn for a telecommunications company using Python. You could showcase your coding knowledge by implementing machine learning algorithms like logistic regression or random forests to predict customer churn. By writing modular, well-documented code, you not only demonstrate your technical skills, but also your ability to collaborate with others and maintain code bases over time. And let's not forget about one of my favorite data analysis techniques, data visualization, the art of turning numbers into narratives. Imagine you're analyzing global temperature trends over the past century. Instead of presenting your findings in a spreadsheet, why not use Tableau or Power BI to create interactive dashboards that allow the users to explore the data themselves? You could use heat maps, line charts, and time series visuals to bring the data to life. Or, if you prefer to visualize things in Python, you could use the Matplotlib and Seaborn libraries. I have various end-to-end guided portfolio projects that walk you through how to visualize data with Python. I'll put the link in the description below in case you're interested. All right, let's focus on tip number 3, which is all about problem solving. While technical skills are crucial, problem solving is even more crucial, as I truly believe it is what separates good analysts from the truly great ones. Think of a scenario where your job is to analyze customer feedback data for a large e-commerce company. As you dig into the data, you realize it has a bunch of inconsistencies, misspelled words, duplicate entries, and even some text in different languages. How would you tackle this challenge? You could showcase your problem-solving skills by implementing a systematic data cleaning process. For instance, you might use natural language processing, or NLP, techniques to identify and correct spelling errors, or utilize language detection algorithms to filter out non-English text. By documenting your approach and explaining the rationale behind each step, you not only demonstrate your ability to handle messy data, but also your domain knowledge in text analytics and data pre-processing techniques. Now, luckily, I've already made a whole video on natural language processing with Python, where I explain how NLP works and give you a real-life practical example as well. I'll put the link in the description below. Make sure to check it out if you're interested in natural language processing. On this note though, let me just use another banking example here, given it's the industry I work in. Imagine you have a task where the goal is reducing credit card fraud. As you investigate the data, you encounter challenges like fraudulent transactions, false positives, and evolving fraud patterns. How would you tackle this complex problem? You could implement advanced fraud detection algorithms such as anomaly detection or machine learning models trained on historical fraud data. You could also explore techniques like network analysis to identify patterns of fraudulent behavior across multiple accounts. By documenting your approach and explaining the strategies you used to tackle fraud, you can highlight your domain knowledge in the banking industry, specifically with regards to fraud detection techniques. I hope by now you can see that it's not just about crunching numbers. It's about thinking critically, adapting to unforeseen circumstances, and finding creative solutions to complex data problems. By sharing your problem-solving process in your portfolio, you show potential employers that you're not just about technical skills. You're someone who can connect data and business problems, identify real-world data challenges, and implement business-critical solutions. This is the exact approach I used in my very own data portfolio that I actually made into the ultimate portfolio template so that I, or you, or anyone for that matter, can publish their entire data portfolio to the web with zero coding at all. And with that, I think it's time to move on to tip number 4, which is to focus on your impact. Let's explore how you can highlight your impact with some specific examples that showcase domain knowledge. Employers want to see what you did specifically, how you identified the problem, what you did to solve that problem. I understand that most of us work in teams, but when you're applying for a job, it's all about what you did that helped either your team or the organization you work for. You need to be able to highlight your personal accomplishments. It's not your team who's looking for their next data role, it's you who's looking for your next data role. Say you're working for a retail giant and your task is to optimize inventory management systems. You could analyze historical sales data and implement predictive models to identify opportunities to reduce excess inventory and minimize stockouts. This would clearly benefit the company due to lower carrying costs and potentially an increase in sales due to better product availability. Now, it's really important you quantify your results. Perhaps you could show a percentage reduction in inventory holding costs or an increase in sales revenue. This way, you demonstrate your ability to deliver tangible business outcomes in the retail sector. Numbers don't lie, right? And last, but certainly not least, storytelling, which is all about turning numbers into narratives, turning data into compelling stories. I really focus on this element in my own data portfolio. Imagine you're presenting a project where you've analyzed customer behavior for a leading bank. The problem statement? The bank is struggling to retain customers due to a very competitive market. You feel confident because you've already uncovered patterns and insights that reveal the key drivers of customer churn. You use clear language and compelling visuals and walk your audience through your analysis step by step, highlighting the factors that influence customer retention, factors like transaction frequency or customer service interactions. But your analysis doesn't and shouldn't end here. You've identified the problem, but what is the solution? And this is where your banking domain knowledge can come in very handy. Say you utilize your knowledge of financial products and customer behavior and propose targeted retention strategies. Think of personalized offers, loyalty programs, or improved customer service initiatives, all designed to keep customers happy and loyal. And the final result? You showcase the benefits of your analysis, a significant decrease in customer churn and an improvement in customer satisfaction scores, and ultimately, a healthier bottom line for the bank. By crafting compelling stories that combine data insights, domain expertise, and actionable solutions, you create a narrative that sticks in the minds of your audience. It's not just about data analysis. It's about storytelling that inspires, educates, and ultimately drives action. That's all from me for now. If you enjoy content like this, you will probably like these videos too. Thanks so much for taking just a little time out of your day to watch this, and I shall see you in the next one.